What's good, y'all? It's Coffee back again with some news, some hip hop news, and y'all hear Tory Lanez there. He ain't about to go out like Travis Scott, urging the fans at his show to stop fighting. He's dealing with enough shit. Referring to the case that he is still pending with Meg Thee Stallion. I wonder, I haven't heard an update on that case in quite some time, man. Hit the comments with your guys' thoughts on that. It's wild the way the momentum has went with Tory Lanez when it comes to that situation. Like he was pretty much disappeared from the internet at the time that went on, and he was doing all kinds of stuff, quarantine radio, all that. And then he kind of disappeared. Then he let some time pass, like months and months. Then he hit us with the Daystar Project, dropped some videos, was back on the scene, and here he is now doing shows. And I don't know. It seems like the court process has kind of been delayed. I could be wrong. I don't know. But regardless, he ain't trying to go out like Travis Scott. He don't want his fans fighting, wilding out and all that. I don't know. I just got a kick out of that. I thought that was kind of funny. Hit the comments with your thoughts on that.
This is, like I said, this is real big. This is Michael Jackson and Prince. This is the concert that nobody would expect to happen. Well, this was the idea of my father, seeing that it was connections to Drake and Kanye, and that they were such iconic figures, and with them going through things, like his idea was always about togetherness. So seeing that those guys were iconic and they were feuding and beefing back and forth, he was saying that people follow their lead on things, like they not necessarily just go stop in the streets because those guys come together, but it's a segue to guys in the industry showing that you can put things to the side and move forward. Put your differences to the side and move forward, and together they can do big things. They can lead the way to other artists in the industry to making changes and maybe squashing some of their beefs, because up under them is artists in the industry that are actually dying over beefs back and forth. Like it's really about men putting their differences to the side.
All right, so that was a clip of Larry Hoover Jr. talking about the show, that it was confirmed to go down, which went down yesterday. Drake, Ye is wild, right? They went from beefing just recently, leaking group chats and leaking people's addresses and all kinds of stuff, to putting their beef aside and putting on this show, this benefit for Larry Hoover. Jump in the comments and let me know if you guys watched the live stream at all, or you plan to. But man, Pitchfork Media is just really trying to diss this whole benefit in what Drake and Ye did, as they're kind of mocking the event, as they put out an article basically saying, Drake and Ye put on this free Larry Hoover benefit, but didn't even talk about Larry Hoover during the concert, and saying, that the only mention of him was right before the show. A woman got on the mic and was saying, Larry Hoover made mistakes. He deserves another shot at life, another chance, and that, when families, loved ones go away, the whole family is kind of doing the bid with them. But Pitchfork is claiming that was like the only mention of Larry Hoover. And then they go on to mention how, he's in very rough conditions in the prison that he's in, on 23-hour-a-day lockdown. That's rough after all these years. I remember, when hearing about the case, how they, said Larry Hoover was running things from prison. Wasn't it like they had people with like wires, microphones, and their visitor badges and stuff like that to get audio to try to convict him or whatever? Like, it's just wild to think that, back then, what was that, like 97, that all went down, and now he's still locked up and still 23-hour, like, just maximum custody status or whatever, like, that's gotta be crippling on your mental health, you know what I'm saying? Just tough to even think about that. It fucks with me to even think about having to live like that, you know? But Pitchfork also went on to say, like I already mentioned, that they didn't mention Larry Hoover, that he needs like pardons on the state and federal level. So that would be the governor and the president would have to pardon him. And then the merch that they were selling, they were saying that it was like designer shirts, hoodies, jeans that said "Free Larry Hoover" on them. That the shirts were 100, hoodies were 200, jeans were 400, and they were basically kind of like dissing that, saying that was cheesy or whatever. But if that is raising money, you know what I mean? Like the whole idea of the benefit, I guess, right, would be to raise awareness or try to get other individuals in on trying to fight for the cause to, you know, have something happen with this case or get a time reduction or something like that, and to raise money, right? So, I mean, that's the cause that Kanye decided he wanted to be involved in. I mean, the stuff's expensive. The idea is to raise money. I really don't see Pitchfork's point there, but I don't know. I just didn't understand. Like, I'll pin the link to the article. Y'all can go check it out. But they just were just mocking this whole situation, kind of making a joke of it. I don't know. It's odd. I'm curious if it will be reported, like a number will be put out there on how much money they did raise. You know what I mean? Because reportedly there was a $10 million budget. I don't know if this all came out of Ye's pocket or Ye and Drake together, or how that all went down. But when it comes to the fundraising or whatever, I wonder if all that money that's put in budget wise has to be recouped before like money is raised, you know, because $10 million, that's a hell of a budget. But all in all, I'm just interested to know what everyone thinks about this benefit. If you watched it, like I said in the beginning of the video, what you think of some of the media just slamming this and trying to mock what Drake and Ye did. Why do you think that is? But all in all, on that clip in the beginning where Larry Hoover Jr. was talking, it just sounded like Ye approached him or whatever. I believe, I'm not positive. And you know, the fact of them squashing their beef and it being kind of tied to Larry Hoover's name, they thought would be a good look. I'm gonna play, you know, in the name of peace and just trying to end beef and everything like that. I'm gonna play a clip at the end that the media also keeps running with, saying, I'm gonna close the video with it, that keeps saying that that Larry Hoover voiced his concerns through his son, that the benefit show could hurt his possible getting a pardon or may end up making him look bad. That's not exactly what he said. I'm gonna end it with the clip. He just basically said that he was kind of concerned in a way that it could show that he still has a lot of influence. But I don't know. I didn't really take from it that. You guys let me know what you think in the comments. But I will say Kim Kardashian was in attendance, as you know, her and Ye are split or whatever. But as we know, we've seen her with her movements to free different people behind bars. Like she got quite a few people out who were hit with some really serious time, and she seems to have some people that she's linked up with that she can talk to that have some kind of pull in the justice system or the government or something like that. So, you know, maybe she will become really involved in this cause. I don't know. Hit the comments. Let me know what you think about that as well. Do you think that he will ever have a pardon or some time will get rolled back or what? I'm just curious to know everyone's thoughts on that. On everything we spoke on in this video. Thanks for watching, and here's that second clip I was talking about. Make sure to sub to the channel, hit the notification bell, guys. This has been Jay Coffee Talk, content dropping every day, music, news, sports, and more. Thank you guys for watching. I'm out of here. Peace.
Yeah, he's aware of it, you know, and you know, he's a little bit he has to be concerned. He doesn't know how it may affect him. He's concerned that it may affect him negatively because
Showing his influence.
yeah, it's showing his influence, but his influence is positive. Like his influence, him being an influential person, it just it won't just disappear. Him being an influential person, being who he is, being a charismatic person, it's just who he is. And like he can't make that disappear. But he can make it disappear the fact that he he can make he can show that he would never use his influence negatively. Like he's been gone for so long. Like if he had an opportunity to come home to use his influence negatively would be ridiculous. Like I said on the Kanye album, I wouldn't be advocating for my father if he used his influence negatively. If he was to come home and use his influence negatively, like he wouldn't be my father at that point. Like putting us through this for all these years and fighting for him to come home and being nervous and scared in front of people and the things that they may say. Like just the life that I've lived, being scared, not knowing if people were with me or against me, and then we fight for him, and he was, was interested in some type of crime or what have you. Like, I mean, I don't know what to say. I'd be highly upset, but I don't believe I could deal with him. I couldn't deal with him. Like, this would be like you lied to me.
Yeah.
Yeah,